Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. I'm Henry Higgins III, and it's fair to say that my excitement levels for a trailer have rarely been this high. Ever since James Gunn announced a couple of days ago that the teaser trailer for Superman, his Superman, would drop today, that's what I've had my eye on. And all day at work, it's been, I can't wait till 5 o'clock once that's finished and I can go and watch this trailer. So that is where we are now. I think it's fair to say, if you've been a follower of this channel or just a follower of me on social media in general, you know that I love my comic book movies. I love comic book everything. I love comic book movies. Tattoos here, if you can see them, they're upside down at this point, but they are Superman and Darkseid symbol, Batman and the Riddler symbol, Darkseid and the Riddler being my favourite villains from those two heroes. And the DCEU, which existed before this, had its ups and downs, that's for sure. It peaked, in my opinion, with Man of Steel, so it peaked early, or the first film in the run. I did enjoy the other movies. I loved the first Aquaman. I enjoyed the second Aquaman. I really enjoyed Batman v Superman, although it was divisive for a lot of people. I wasn't that keen on Justice League, but the Zack Snyder cut of Justice League was infinitely better. That was fantastic. Flash was an abomination, and the rest of it was kind of just there. I did enjoy the original Suicide Squad, but could feel there was a lot wrong with it. Really enjoyed this Suicide Squad and Peacemaker. And obviously James Gunn carrying on this into his stewardship of DC with the DCU is carrying over some of that. So a lot of the Peacemaker stuff is carrying over. Not 100% sure who from the Suicide Squad will carry over, but there's a few in there that likely will. If you've been watching Creature Commandos, you'll know that some of the canon events from the Suicide Squad and Peacemaker have been kept. But this is the first live action anything from the new James Gunn DCU. And from the initial set images, the ones that have been officially released and the ones that have been snapped, it does look like it's going to be pretty damn impressive. So it has in the cast, it has David Corenswet, who I'm not familiar with, as Clark Kent Superman, and in the timeline of this, he's in his mid-20s, so he's been Superman for a little bit. Kind of similar if you look at the Batman. He'd been Batman for a while, so in this he's been Superman for a while, so it's not an origin story. And from the set photos, he looks great as both Clark Kent and Superman. Rachel Brosnahan is in as Lois Lane, again someone I'm not that familiar with. Nicholas Hoult is Lex Luthor. That's going to be interesting. From all reports, he's going to be channeling a little bit of Michael Rosenbaum's version from Smallville, which for many people, including myself, is the best version of Lex Luthor. We've also got Mr. Terrific in there, Metamorpho, Nathan Fillion as Guy Gardner, Green Lantern. So this is the first proper Green Lantern we've had in the DC, either EU or U, since Ryan Reynolds. There was a sneaky one in the Justice League prologue. Some of these characters as well, because Isabela Merced is in here as Hawkgirl as well. They have been featured heavily in the Arrowverse. Obviously that ran for over a decade, so it kind of had everyone in there. And the Arrowverse had some really good versions of these characters. We also have Jimmy Olsen's in here, Sara Sampaio. And I apologise if I've pronounced that incorrectly. She's playing Eve Teschmacher, who has been portrayed a number of times in live action. There's other members of the Authority, including the Engineer, played by María, Gabriela de Faría. Wendell Pierce is in as Perry White. Alan Tudyk is in the cast, but not as a disclosed role. Pruitt Taylor Vince is in as Jonathan Kent, and Neva Howell is Martha Kent. Cat Grant's also going to be in here. Maxwell Lord is going to be in here, played by Sean Gunn. From reports again, he's not going to take on any aspects of the Maxwell Lord from Supergirl or Wonder Woman 84. We also have Kara Zor-El already existing in here, played by Millie Alcock. So it is an existing universe, which is really exciting. Because again, when you get a situation where you have a comic book and you're introducing a character and it's like, this is the origin for the entire thing. James Gunn is coming in here with all of this has already existed, which would make sense if he's going to also keep Suicide Squad and Peacemaker as temporary or not fully canon, but elements of it as canon, because all of that then has happened and it has existed. I'm warbling on here like a warbling walrus, and I think it's time we just get to the trailer. Oh, starting off strong. Oh dear. It's not a good start.
Home. Take me home.
He looks great.
Superman.
Looks amazing. Wow. They absolutely nailed the tone. They absolutely nailed the character. Just based on the very short clips, there's a lot going on there. There's a lot of characters. I'm not sure what's going on with Guy Gardner's hair, but seeing Hawkgirl, Green Lantern, Mr. Terrific doing his thing, Crypto, which we have seen in live action previously on Titans, but this is the first, I believe, live action movie version. David Corenswet looks amazing as Superman. Definitely seems to be a little bit of some members of the public going against him with some scenes there of stuff getting thrown at him, but it did what a teaser should do. It gave us the tone, it gave us the look. I'm very excited for it. No idea who that big monster was. I don't think it would be a version of Doomsday, but you never know. But yeah, he was definitely finding a lot of people there. He's definitely got his arse kicked for that moment in the snow. So who knows what's going on, but I am very excited for this movie. A live action Green Lantern, likely being done correctly. I wish, and I know a lot of people say this, I wish we could have carried on with Henry Cavill's Man of Steel version of Superman, but since that door is closed, we need to look forward, and David Corenswet looks like he's going to absolutely nail this. Could have been Metamorpho that was giving Superman some trouble in the trailer as well, but there's definitely a lot going on. The Lex Luthor, Nicholas Hoult looks amazing as Lex Luthor. The whole trailer, everything about it, I'm really excited. Still no idea if that was Brainiac in the background with the big orb. It's what we obviously believe it would be, but it could be a Lex Luthor thing. But it did what a teaser does. It teased. It gave us something to look forward to. The movie's not out until mid-2025, so there's plenty of time for another proper story trailer, plot trailer to come out. But for a teaser, I am very, very happy with that. I'm very excited for what the future holds. Thank you, James Gunn, for taking what worked in the DCEU and carrying it forward. Thank you for having this vision. Thank you for taking the reins for this Superman movie. Every one of your superhero movies so far have been excellent, so I have high hopes for this one. You obviously work well with the team dynamic, and while Superman is a solo act, there's definitely a team dynamic potentially at play here, so I'm on board for it. I cannot wait for the proper story trailer. I cannot wait for this movie to come out. Creature Commandos is killing it. This looks like it's going to be fantastic as well. This could be the DC Cinematic Universe, the DCU, being done correctly. This gives me hope. And that's what Superman is. Superman is hope. That's what the symbol is, according to Henry Cavill's Superman. But I'm rambling, as I tend to do, so I'll wrap it up here by again saying this looks fantastic. I'm very impressed. Please leave your comments down below. Please like and share the video. Subscribe to the channel. Look after yourselves. Look after each other. Stay safe. And as always, stay awesome. Goodbye.